Salutations, everybody. Welcome to another City of Heroes video. Gonna do we're gonna do a little spotlight, play a little Stalker here. We're doing this. So a couple things going on here. So I'm doing this story arc, this Doc Buzzsaw story arc, and it comes in two parts. And what's got me really puzzled is the fact that it does not show up in Ouroboros, at least as far as I can tell. So I am trying to do the story arcs first naturally through the contact to see if that's the reason why. Good thing this character has not outleveled that particular contact, so this is not too difficult for me to do. But going to find out if that's what it takes. Now, I did the first part earlier, and I ran into a very frustrating moment with the first part of the story arc because... Where's the door to this? Because they basically force a party on you, and that last dungeon was brutal, and it was clearly set for like 4 people or something like that. And it was and when you're playing a Stalker, it was just really, really bad. I get what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to make these story arcs a bit more involved in rather than just going and killing things and stuff. So I kind of get it, but as a Stalker, it was very, very frustrating. I think if I was playing something like a mastermind or something, having more pets that I don't necessarily control wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to try out for a while. Let me turn that volume down a little bit so it doesn't overcome me, but it was, to say the least, it was a little frustrating. And that's why I did a separate video on that. I won't rehash that video separate. Now, this is the second part, and I can only wonder, will there be more shenanigans like that in my near future? We're going to see, aren't we? I'll go ahead and take a knee real quick and turn off the child power so we're not draining so much endurance. It's always a bright idea to do that. Doesn't look like I have to do too much in this. Now, the last series that I did had a bunch of shortish missions. I guess one was kind of long, but the last one was the real doozy, and that's what really took up all my time. It really did take a while to get through it. Now, it did pay like 18 reward merits, so there was that. Can't complain too much about that. So I think this is one of those things where there's an elevator at the end, but it's just not showing up on the map is all. So another thing I'm doing with this video is obviously showing off some Stalker gameplay. Now, I'm not exactly doing a showcase for this particular Stalker. That will be in a separate video, but I do have people saying they don't really like to play a lot of Stalkers and all that other fun jazz. So I'm going to show, and people ask me, hey, why do you like playing Stalker, Phil? So I don't mind taking an opportunity, since I need to clear out this quest anyways, to do so on a Stalker. Stalker has, of course, their main mechanic is to kind of be hidden and to stab people in the kidney. So we got like 2 people right here, and we can stab this guy in the kidney right here, and he'll go down right away. And now we'll just go and finish this guy off. And oftentimes when you stab somebody in the kidney, it kind of fears anybody else who's around them. You have to wait a second to go back into stealth, so you want to be careful about rushing too fast. But once you're in stealth, you can run very quickly through the game. And I do hear glowy, so I'm going to have to find the glowy. There's a glowy. Hitting the glowy will take you out of stealth, so you got to keep that in mind. Case in point. So I'm going to go ahead and boggle this one with mind control. And then what I can do is I can placate this guy, like his Jedi mind trick. He doesn't know I'm there. And then I can stab him in the kidney with a big strike. So one of the things I really like about the class is basically you are controlling your crits. Whenever you come out of stealth, you crit. Whenever you get a combo with Assassin Strike at the end, you crit. And when you placate somebody, because you're in stealth with that person, you can then crit them. And when you put that together with Assassin Strike, you do incredible damage. So you manage your crits like a resource. if you got a guy down to, if you're fighting a group, but one of the guys that you're focused on is down to low hit points, what you don't want to do is use your crit on him, which happens sometimes with the scrapper. Oh my gosh, it looks like there's a bunch of snackies in there. Yum yum. You don't want to do that. So instead, you're going to Alt Tab, pick a different target, crit that other target, then finish off the guy you were working on. So that is one thing you can do. You can always finish off the guy and then use your crit as well. So, you know, whatever you think is most appropriate for the situation. Nice thing about being an assassin, they have really good stealth, so you don't necessarily need to kill everything if you don't want to. You can definitely run by it, and you generally won't get caught. Now this guy looks like an important boss, so I'm definitely going to want to handle him. I'm going to boggle this guy. The thing about boggle is it doesn't put you into combat. And then now I can go ahead and take care of this guy, which took off half that boss's hit points, but not quite all of them. And he hits really hard, so we're going to want to try to take this down kind of quick there. Oh gosh, we both knocked each other off of each other's feet there, so that was kind of brutal. I'm going to need to boggle some people here. This is where this situation is getting a little out of hand for a Stalker. But we lit up... Holy cow, what did he do? Did they alarm the whole base? Only have like one AoE right here. And I'm going to try to boggle this guy again. Yeah, we're getting a little crazy, and I'm out of heals. Oh, and I've got an ambush behind me. This is what we call an untenable situation. And I'm just going to run quickly out of here and hope that I don't die. Always know when to flee when you're playing a Stalker. You don't sit there and fight a fight where you're clearly outnumbered 8-1. I don't know what was going on with that. Playing a Stalker, just like playing a Dominator, is about playing smart. And playing smart sometimes it means knowing when to run away and heal. Lucky I didn't get a free trip to the hospital there. Yeah, I'm a little unsure what happened there. Usually in City of Heroes, you don't get too many situations where wow, they're all on me at once. Oh my gosh. They're just all going to follow to the door, and that's going to be a little rough if they're all going to attack me at once. Whoa, whoa, or you know what? They might come up the elevator with me. That's always a possibility. Oh, give me a break. I don't know what it is about these missions. These doc whatever missions are just like off the charts in terms of just being really, really difficult. This is set to default difficulty, by the way, and is really getting a little frustrating. So what we're going to do is, they want to cheat, I'm going to cheat. So I'm going to buy a bunch of purples here to increase my defense more. If I'm going to have to face them like a scrapper, then that's what I'm going to do. Or like a brute or something. Just buy a bunch of these medium guys here. And usually I keep like a bunch of these in my inventory just for situations like this. Oh, let me just buy 4 at a time. Fill up your inventory in the auction house with a whole bunch of these guys. You'll never regret it. Probably take some Heelys as well, so I have something to fall back on. And usually just keep them in here. We'll grab a couple of those. Grab a 4-pack of Heelys. And now if I have to stand toe-to-toe with them, I'll be able to do it. My defense is I think close to 20% when I'm not stealthed. So purple on top of that will make me much harder to hit. Yeah, I'm not 100% what's going on with these guys, but yeah, they're going to come right after me. They don't care. Yeah, I'm at nearly max defense here, I think. So I'll just try to get through them as quick as I can. I say that crit lines up right there. I'm able to crit him out, finish him off. This has been an ongoing thing. Like with the first part of the mission, it wasn't unusual for just things to go completely just, you know, left hand there. And then we can go ahead and finish him off with a crit. So, there we go. You know, we might as well just keep the good times rolling at this point. I don't think I want anything behind me after that. So we saved the crit for him and finish him off with a crit. So that's what I mean by crit management there. Holy cow, that was insane. I might need that little resurrection guy there. Usually with resurrection things, I just attach them like that and hit send. All right. Gonna try this again here. You know what? We're just going to take everything out just to make sure that if I have to run away again, I don't have to run through a bunch of guys. It's not normal that I have to worry about that in the mission, but it is clearly a thing with these missions that it probably is better to make sure that our flank is clear. Yeah, no, you're dead too. Yep, nope. We're killing everything. Everything gets killed. You know what? You get killed too. Am I hidden again yet? There we go. You're getting killed too? And I can always boggle this guy first to be on the safe side. And this guy still doesn't see me. Because boggling isn't a combat action. And there we go. That one's dead. Make off with the last horde of wiring. And I can hear something glowing. Might be upstairs. I called it. Okay, so now I just need to kill these generators, it looks like. Which I feel like these might be a little tough. I think I'm taking oncoming fire at the same time. Oh, we've got a spontaneous spawn of enemies. That's just lovely. Alright, get rid of the rest of these and hope they don't send more people to shoot me. One more generator there. There we go. That mission is done. Okay. So, unfortunately, I forgot to record the second mission. I thought I was recording. I wasn't recording. What did you guys miss? So, there's this mission. The second mission was just as interesting and equal parts frustrating to a stalker as the first. And, oh gosh. Take out the brothers. I take it these are brothers. So we got 2 lieutenants and a minion. Lovely. Anyways, it kept releasing these groups of, like, enemies that would have auto sight on me. And that's really, really frustrating when you're playing a stalker, when they got these spawns that basically have auto sight. It is super, super frustrating. It's like, why am I playing stalker if someone's just going to be able to teleport in and immediately have sight on me. And it happens too much in some of these story arcs. I can kind of see why some people frown on the Stalker. In groups, you have problems because the stalking mechanics don't work great in large groups. And then when you start doing these story arcs solo, some of these are clearly designed to be anti-Stalker. Now, on missions where you just have to go and get the thing at the end and take care of that, then it works just fine. This particular fight here with 2 lieutenants and stuff wasn't too bad at all. That's fine, though. That's a little high for a ×1. I keep my settings for Stalker on default. I'm not trying to do large groups. I have no AoE or anything along those lines. So we're just trying to get by and do our thing. So you're not gonna see me get too crazy here with difficulty. And holy cow! So this is some weird design right here, right? Normally in most solo missions, on default settings, you wouldn't see nearly this many mobs, but this is so claustrophobic. This is probably going to be something that is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt them. I'm surprised the other ones aren't attacking me yet, actually. Well, I got one just for you, buddy. Okay, this guy doesn't seem to be aggroed. I am pretty shocked and surprised. I'll go back into stealth and try to stab him in the abdomen. Well, I'll try to boggle this one first so I have one less enemy to worry about. And then we'll stab him. Okay, well that was easy. Oh, and we're doing the thing again. We're doing the thing again where as soon as you start a fight with a boss or whatever have you, it summons up a whole freaking group out of nowhere that can auto-see you. I mean, this is so bullshitty. This sucks. I mean, nothing you can't handle, I suppose, if you make sure to keep lots of inspirations, but holy free holies. And you gotta love the fact that they just keep getting back up because they're freak show. That's your shtick, right? You knock them down, they just self-resurrect back up. That was insane. For a Stalker, that's a really, really tough situation. Whew. Make sure there's no bosses hiding in here. Now, you can see my stealth holds up really well. I mean, I'm right there next to those enemies. With normal enemies, it generally doesn't get seen through a whole lot, but it definitely... with those people who just auto show up and gank you from behind, it can be really, really rough. Now we got a champion. I don't know what that guy is. I'm just going to take him out. I don't know if I need to or not, but let's be safe rather than be sorry. Not to mention I might have to retreat this way, so... Wait for it. What happened? Did I miss? That's another thing. Sometimes I'm not even sure what happened with the Stalker strike there. It should have killed him in one hit, and... I didn't see a miss. I didn't see an animation. So I'm a little confused as to what happened on that one. But I think there's an orange guy right there, champion something. I'm probably not going to kill all these guys. Let's just make sure there's nothing up here. There is not. We'll run across these guys. We'll get to the big room. The party fiesta room where all the magic is happening. So this looks like the guy we're looking for, Devastation, which sounds like something from a Transformers cartoon, honestly. Okay, killed him in one hit the way nature intended. Now, I'm pretty sure these guys were just close by, so I'm not going to hold this against the game. Especially if it's just a normal encounter and not like 10 other people. Oh, he's so sneaky. He thinks he can sneak like me. Come back here. Oh, lovely. What, are they all resurrecting? Like, what's the point of beating these guys if they're just going to come back up again? Come on. That's bullshit. You know, when you think Stalker, you don't think sustained fighting, right? It's usually, you're supposed to kill them quick and not go toe-to-toe with them for a long time, but... Yeesh. I'm afraid to take a knee here because I'm afraid something's going to auto-see me and come after me. Alright, so we need to find Bile next. Bile. There's some text going up there. Let me see about the jetpack. Yeah, let's bring out the jetpack. Just so I can fly around here and see a little better. Tech deck, Enforcer. We have a couple of side rooms. We got one of those side rooms over here. Nothing there. We got a side room to the south. Not seeing any Bile yet. There's the doorway right there. Let's see if there's any Bile hanging in there. No, no Bile. Nope. No Bile here. Invite Bile to the party. We have to find Bile to invite Bile. That's the catch. Let's just double check all these nooks and crannies. Looking for Bile. No Bile. Is it possible Bile's on another floor? That my prince is another castle and I somehow skipped them? I guess that's a possibility. We'll look around again. You don't look like a Bile. You guys should really clean this place up. What are you doing with your lives? Now there was a lot of a floor here, so we'll just try to keep our eye open for anybody named Bile. Nobody around any of these corners. Nothing right there. Stunner Freak. No one named Bile. That was a big room we cleared out. Enforcer Smasher. You're not Bile. And that's pretty much the answers we came in at. Check the little closet here, see if there's any Biles in here. Nope. I am not seeing a Bile, sadly. You ever have one of these missions where you're just like, oh, I don't know what the game expects of me. I will say I'm an old guy. I've been around for a while. I play a lot of different games. I'm just gonna kill this guy because he's the only orange around here. I'm just gonna be thorough here and kill him. Okay, you can die now. You're the world's toughest minion, that's for sure. Alright, where are you at, Bile? Where are you hiding at, buddy? This place is pretty convoluted and complicated. And I thought I saw... yeah, there's a lot of things in your line of sight here, so there's a lot of ways for things to hide around nooks and crannies. But I'm not seeing any Bile there. Yeah, I'm not super sure what they want me to do. Invite Bile to the party. Let's take a look at the mission again. A friendly house called the Bile the Technophile. Yeah, I don't know. Can only assume that I have somehow missed him. And you'd think he'd be back here in the end, but you never know. You never know, you never know. Smasher by himself. Oh, you know, there are a bunch of rooms in a hallway system somehow back there, I think. Oh wait, Tech Deck. Juicer, is Tech Deck just a lieutenant name? Probably. Let's kill him anyways. That was him. So he isn't called Bile, I think he's called Tech Deck. Or, yeah. Alright. So that one's done. Alright, so now we're getting to the finale. And I'm not reading all this really, so I don't really care about the story on this one. Maybe when I do when I get to this with Mirror Mirage and I'm reading the full story, I'll read this out loud for you guys. But this should be the last mission here. Now the thing is, if you do these story arcs quite often, then eventually you'll get used to some of these weird idiosyncrasies and stuff. I'm just not used to this one. This is the first time I've ever done this story arc. It's kind of hidden, so... Talk to Dr. Pierce, which apparently is just right over here. Alright, you look amazing. Let's talk business. You know, this is like the second mission I've done where I've had to fight, free somebody from the brig. Alright, 4 groups to clear from the radio tower. And it looks like they're up there to the north. Now, I'm guessing this is another one of those things where I'm supposed to work with somebody, but I'm really not a big fan of that. Okay, because I'm a stalker. I'm supposed to be working alone. I feel like somebody's shooting me from a distance over there. Yeah, there's like a... Oh gosh, gee whiz willikers, they got snipers on the roofs. Why wouldn't they have snipers on the roofs? Well, they can come over here if they want me. Behind all these blue characters. Let them work their way through all those guys. Alright, where were those snipers at? Right up there? Yeah, we're taking care of these guys next. Nothing to see there. He actually does say sniper by his name too, so he's got the credentials. But I've got the stab in the kidney, so, you know. Wait till I go into stealth again here. There we go. We'll boggle this guy back here. We'll stab this one in the kidney. Use up some of these here. Let me turn off super jump. That'll save some stamina. Oh, he thinks he's stealthed. Too bad. I'm more stealth than he is. Okay, these guys have traps. So you got acid mortar. You got web. Oh, you missed? You missed with the really cool assassin strike? That's what you were born for. Alright, come on over here. Stop hiding from everybody else. Radio tower is disabled. Break into the doodad. Well, I could. Let me turn back on ninja running. Because I think I did a different mission where I had to break into the doodad. Defeat... Oh, you gotta defeat the frickin'... Oh, gosh. 3 bosses? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Let me guess. That's where I'm supposed to have the NPC help me out. But, of course, to bring the NPC over here, I have to take it slow and defeat everything between me and the 3 bosses. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Or I just have to use a lot of inspirations, which... I don't think I can access the auction house from here. I forgot to bring in some purples with me, so we're going to use what we got. And we're going to see how well this well goes. I like to show off those crits. This is how you do it. Come over here, Twin Shot, where I can reach ya. Web traps. Son of a gun. Come on, give me my attack. Oh, stop healing yourself. That's bull. Only heroes are allowed to... Well, I guess they are the heroes. But, you know, you get the drift. Only players. Only players should be able to heal themselves. Hey, do you see anything, Twin Shot? No, you don't? Then you won't see this coming. Have a nice day. Okay. 3 bosses with some inspirations. Not too shabby. I'm sure it gets easier when I get inside this place. What am I supposed to be doing here? Going upstairs somehow? There's like an objective, but it's up there. Looks like there might be walkways from someplace else. Find the key to the max. You cannot enter. Oh, this looks like a way to get to a higher level. Boy, this place is confusing as all get out. Oh, my very own prison cell. Lovely. But there's no ramps there. No ramps around here. Finding a key, oh, there we go. I was about to give up there. There we go. Now we're getting someplace. Okay, I'm going to need you to help me beat your friend over here. Do you think you can do that for me? Good. Okay, that should be good enough to get the job done. Oh, no, you didn't. Really don't mess with me. I'm all jacked up on inspirations. Unlock the max super holding thingy. Am I hidden yet? Okay. Get off the geometry. I had to click on that several times. There's a lot of longbow there. What do you want me to do? Liberate the base from the super max. Unlock super max holding. Alright, this is definitely different than the mission I did before. Alright, we got the warden hiding out in here. I'm sure they won't mind if I just boggle this guy real quick. And stab this one in the abdomen. He's getting too far away. He's trying to pull me into those other enemies. Come on over here with your stupid lame-ass long-range weapon. At least they moved up from bows to guns. That seems a little bit more on brand for this game. Oh, we got a fun little agent right there. Oh, an elite boss. Lovely. I did not read the small print on her name tag. See if I can make her look someplace else. Jedi mind trick go. Come on, stab. Why can't I stab her? I don't know why the Jedi mind trick stab did not work there. And I'm down. That should have been a slam dunk. For whatever reason, it wouldn't stab her. I was pressing the button several times, and that should have been a slam dunk right there. That should have been an absolute slam dunk. Yeah, I have to say, I am a little more than frustrated with this particular story arc, and you come to play these games to feel powerful, not to have your butt kicked over and over, especially when you're just picking default difficulty, and it's weird things like that, right? It wasn't that, hey, you weren't built good enough, or you weren't using the right powers. It's just weird jank like that just gets in the way of the fun sometimes. And now, of course, part of that unfun is I'm going to have to run back to all the way back through all of that. So, definitely going to have to travel all the way back there. And the waypoints aren't going to help me out this time, right? Because the waypoints have all reset. So I have to remember how I got down there. And to be honest, I don't. It was like a pipe that was here before. Wait, I can't go any further south than that. Let me just take a look at the Oh wait, is that the yard and breakout? Let me see if I zero in on that blue dot right around here. See if that helps. Yeah, I'm not seeing the... Aha. There we go. Pipes. Pipes is what I'm looking for. Yeah, this is a long walk to have to do if you get your butt kicked. Reminds me of World of Warcraft, the original kind of penalty for dying. They didn't really do dead XP or anything like that. You just had to walk back to your corpse. And some of those corpse runs, as we call them, could be really effing long. Alright. So let's see here. Let's take off Super Jump. Let's see how much health she has left. She does recover some of her health. And in Venom Daggers, honestly, I should be using those to help keep your regeneration low. So I'll have to mix those in if she's going to keep recharging. I'll also go ahead and eat a purple. That should help my defenses quite a bit. And now we'll try to do that. Alright, she's down. Now for her little buddy over here. Oh, it's Bile. He's missing something. I can't quite put my finger on it. So now this becomes a problem of I have to lead somebody out. And if I stealth, I'm probably going to leave them behind. I'm not stealthing anyways for some reason. My stealth isn't kicking in. It's because I was taking some DOT there, but there it goes. I don't know if I can waltz out with him or not. Let's see. He is walking oh so slowly, and I do mean oh so slowly. And we don't seem to be proccing anybody attacking us, so he is one of the very few NPCs that I've seen that can actually follow a stealth character. So good for him. Get Bile to the arms locker. Oh, so I'm supposed to get him to the arms locker. So not necessarily get him out. So whatever the arms locker is, now there's a waypoint marker right there. He did actually lose track of me there, I think. Well, the thing is, I think now that he's lost track of me, he can't get track of me again unless I make myself visible. And of course, there's like agents all over the place. This is just a frustrating mission for a Stalker, or maybe it's just the Stalker class that I'm just doesn't work very well with the design of this game. Now, do you see me, Bile? Of course, now he sees me. Thankfully, I didn't aggro the entire dungeon on that one. Alright. I am walking slowly. You should be able to follow me. Maybe this is the arms locker up here. I don't suppose this is it. It's not really clear to me what is the arms locker. Oh, well, now I see another waypoint up here, so maybe we can lead him over to this. Okay, well, that's all I had to do. Ask about what happened in Suveran's. Get mild in arms locker. Give Bile a moment to rearm himself. Boy, he better come out of there with this like huge ash bazooka that just blows everything away. Well, he does have he does have a big thing now. This time he seems to be aggroing things. Free ball from the Zig. Okay, so now I'm going to have to take him out of all this hot mess. The good news is he seems to be capable of maybe protecting himself. We'll just see if he keeps aggroing things or not. Yeah, I'm half tempted to just let him kill everything, but I imagine I don't get XP that way. Ooh, it's a ghost. Now it's a dead ghost. Oh, these guys are like shooting their own out here or something? Oh, now they're shooting me. Oh, what do I have to do to hit this guy? Die. Die. Okay. Bile's kind of handling himself there. Now, I wonder if I just walk forward and I just no-sell these guys. I just ignore... Nope, he's not coming. He's too busy killing things. Ah, lovely. Guess I might as well help speed things along then. That's fine. Killing things is what we get paid to do. Might as well get rid of this guy too. There he goes. Come on, Bile, with your radioactive beam eyes. We got a long way to go, apparently. And I don't know if I got close enough there to have him come out. That assassin strike is just a little buggy, I swear. Oh gosh, yeah, no, he just wiped him out. Come on, buddy, let's keep moving. Might as well get through these one at a time. I do like how they have their backs all turned to me. Is he still behind me? He's still behind me. That's good. You know, it's so funny there. On that one, I did an assassin strike on that first one, which would have killed him outright, but it takes like a solid 4 seconds. Bile comes up and steals half my glory by really hurting that guy before my assassin's blade hits, which basically means I'm not quite doing as much damage, right? So he's stealing some of my glory and stuff. So that's pretty funny. Looks like he's still behind me on the map. I'm just keeping an eye on the map, so he's doing pretty good. So I kind of figured out a strategy with him here, and that's for me to take the one that's in the front, and then maybe he can kill the one in the back. Oh, he lost track of me. Come on, Bile. I'm right here, buddy. There you go. Had him see me for the few seconds I was on stealth there. He's almost out. There's the door. Do I have to like, do I just click on it? Okay, we're clicking on it together. You gotta help me. My reserve power just dropped out. Here comes some of them now. So now I have to protect him or something? We'll see. No, come on, boys. You want some? Come get some. You still with me, Bile? Good. I'm not super sure where the game wants us to go now. We got you out. Where is Cortex? And okay, so we got a way marker way over there. Something's shooting me real good. Oh gosh, we just had a... Yep, we have one of those things where they just spawn a whole group that could auto-see you and start attacking you right away. Gotta love those. Come here, buddy. Oh gosh, do we have more of these guys now? Okay. Oh, she wants to go and impress me because she's all boggled. Okay, we don't need you anymore. Ah, well, that was exciting. Just try to keep a watch on the map here and see if, as long as he's following me on the map, he doesn't stop. We're just going to keep leading him to the helicopter here. He seems to be keeping up pretty well with me at this pace. A little catch up there. Oh no, he got caught. He got stopped. Come on, buddy. Here, I'll even turn off my invisibility, okay? Come on. You got this. Or is he done? Are you done? Are you following me? Oh, he's still following me. Okay. Can you make it over here to the... all the way to the helicopter? You gotta love these escort quests, especially when they drag it out over something this long here. Come on. Oh, come on, Bio. You can do it, buddy. You're, like, literally right there. There we go. Whew. 20 reward merits. Well, this is kind of interesting. It says you receive 20 units of reward merit, and you receive 20 reward merits. Did I get it twice? Yeah, it is flashing on the screen twice. I'll be honest. I don't really keep super close track of my reward merits, so I didn't really... Huh. I'll have to look that one up on the wiki. Alright, so that one's all done. Now the question is whether or not this shows up back in Ouroboros now that I've done them both. Out of curiosity. Let's take a look here. Good villains never die. Me, myself. Okay, those two I've done. Yeah, I don't see it. Oh, look at this. The Freakish Lab of Dr. Valzalek is 35 to 39. Wow. So it's supposed to be a 39 quest, but I was able to do it in my 30s. So that means my notes were wrong about these story arcs if they're going to be 30 to 39. I'll have to do a little checking on a higher level character here. Let me put that down because I have it listed as a 29 story arc, and I got those notes from somewhere. Now I could have mistyped, but to mistype on two different ones is a little unlike me. The freakish. Well, it's called the Freakish Lab of Dr. Vasilika. Dive by the Freak. Well, Well, I'll have to do a little work on that, guys, but Looks like I knocked out a couple of these kind of early, so there you go. Well, thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you think in the comments below. We'll have more videos for you in the future, if the Lord is willing. Thank you so much for watching, and may God bless you.